this is Tony. Hey, thanks for going on this journey with me to creating this course on how to identify your ideal lifestyle, your best life, your go-to life, living the dream, right? All the hot phrases that are going around today all mean the same thing. Live authentically and enjoy life as you live it. I'm having trouble streaming to Facebook for some reason. It's easier to go to YouTube. I'm on my computer here and I'm shifting between windows back and forth, and Facebook just doesn't seem to want to work. And I haven't figured it out. So if you guys have any insights on what the heck I'm doing wrong with this Facebook, I'm streaming through Riverside FM. It's supposed to stream to YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, and so far only the YouTube actually sticks. Anyway, so on with the video. I have my notes here. Earlier in the week, I did a video on step 1 of achieving your ideal lifestyle, achieving your goals, planning how to get them, choosing them and planning how to get them. And I decided to redo it because there was a lot of philosophy in that video, and you can go back and listen to it if you want. I won't delete it, but I decided to go ahead and redo the video so I can present the information in a more concise way with more actionable things to do, as opposed to getting into the philosophy of all of it. All right, so hopefully this won't take too long, but this is one of the most important things you can do in your life, right? So if you're going to live your ideal lifestyle, the first thing to do with any goal is to identify what the goal is, what's the objective. So, of course, what am I going to tell you to do? I'm going to tell you how to identify your ideal lifestyle and clarify your goals. And but first, I do want to point out that your goals are not your life. Your goals are not your life. Your goals are simply a way to get you from where you are to where you want to go. Your goals get you there. That's it. Your goals serve you. I'll talk about that in a little bit deeper. But we're just going to press on. Step 1 of how to live your ideal lifestyle is to identify your ideal lifestyle and visualize yourself living your ideal lifestyle. Okay? When I say visualize, I don't mean The Secret. I don't mean manifest it. I just mean daydream about it. And to choose your ideal lifestyle, you have a series of steps, 7 steps, to choose the lifestyle you want to live. Step number 1, take ownership of your life. Taking ownership of your life simply means making decisions about how you're going to live and what you're going to do, how to improve. You make decisions. Things can happen to you, but you need to own your part in what took place. Bad things happen to you, but you need to choose how you're going to react to it and the meaning you're going to assign to the things that happen to you in your life. Injustices happen all the time. Taking ownership is deciding. It's also, if you're really going to play the game, you should also think about what happened and what you could have done to maybe soften the blow or make yourself immune entirely. Happened. I won't get into specifics, but taking ownership of your life is the deciding what you're going to do or what you could have done without judgment. 2, practice self-awareness. Assess without judgment the who, what, when, where, how, and why of you, of where you are. Who are you? What are you? When are you? Where are you? How are you? And why? And there are a few ways to practice self-awareness. One is to meditate. There are 3 types of meditation. There's focused attention, where you focus your attention on a specific thing, like your breath. There's another type, which is to just simply let your mind wander and see where it goes. And the third type is to ask yourself a question and let yourself let your mind wander around the question, you'll often gain insights you wouldn't normally get if you just allow your brain to just think all the way around it. The focused attention, like choosing to focus your attention on your breath, the common fallacy is you got to empty your mind. Don't empty your mind. You can't empty your mind. Your mind is built to work and solve puzzles. Your mind is always going to think. Your mind is always thinking, in fact, until you're dead. So you're always going to think. If you're not thinking, you're dead. Okay? So the practice isn't about clearing your mind. The practice is about noticing when your mind wanders away from your breath, and then gently bringing your focus back to your breath. The practice of noticing that you're drifting and then gently bringing it back without judgment. That's the exercise. That's the practice. Meditation has helped me immensely in calming down, but also achieving a level of self-awareness I would never have gotten without it. Another great tool I have for self-awareness is journaling. Journal freely. Write every day freely without judgment. Just the things that are on your mind. I do 750 words every day. Now, I'm not perfect. Do I skip a day? Yeah, it's okay, skip a day. But when you skip a day or even two, just like the meditation practice, bring yourself back gently to the habit. Write down whatever you want to without judgment. I do 750 words because it is more than my first thought, so it kind of pushes me to write more, and that pushes me to get deeper. But it's not overwhelming. It takes me like a half hour. Another way to achieve self-awareness is to practice some kind of art. It doesn't have to be good, write, paint, draw, play an instrument, play the guitar, do crafts, cook, woodworking. Just create some art. And when I say play an instrument, I mean write a song, write a poem, create something. Art is creation. Yes, I'm still looking at my notes. That's why I keep looking down. Another way to practice self-awareness, and you want to do all of these things. It's not like pick and choose. You can pick and choose, but to get the full benefit, try and do all of these things. Do this. List your values. Make a list. There's something powerful in listing your values. Now, some people say you got to discover your values. Some people say you got to choose your values. I think the point is moot because you're only going to choose the things that you value. And make a list of them. Now, values are simply characteristics you want to bring to the things that you do, like create a campfire, work at your job or your career, fix your car, talk to your friend, sweep the floor. Let's say you value kindness. Then you want to ask yourself, how am I going to do that task and input the characteristic of the value? So if you value kindness, how you can talk with your friend kindly. You can be kind when you start a campfire, believe it or not. Or self-reliance. Maybe you value self-reliance. How can you put that characteristic into the things that you do during the day or night if you're awake? And the last thing I want you to do to practice self-awareness is to choose your why, your just cause. If you don't know what that is, it's outside the scope of this video, but look for Simon Sinek. He has a video called Start With Why. I think it's like the most viewed video on YouTube, and it is amazing. It will change your life. Read his book, Start With Why. It'll change your life. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All right. Step 1, take ownership of your life. Step 2, practice self-awareness. Step 3, get a growth mindset. Now, what's a growth mindset? Carol Dweck wrote a book called Mindset. And she defines mindset as a set of beliefs about what's possible in the world and in the universe. And I may have mentioned I'm a student at Impact Theory University, and was started by Tom Bilyeu from Impact Theory. You'll find his videos all over YouTube, and you need to watch every last one of them. They're amazing. I'm a student, and I have learned so much from what Tom teaches. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that fanboy stuff. But you know, Tony Robbins says, model yourself after somebody you admire. Okay. So anyway, back to a growth mindset. Growth mindset, back to a mindset. Carol Dweck defines mindset as a set of beliefs around what is possible in the world. Tom Bilyeu goes on to say, your mindset is what you believe you yourself are capable of. You can have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. Get a growth mindset. Basically, a growth mindset is that you believe that you can learn any new skill or learn any new idea or learn anything as long as you put enough time and effort into it. The time and effort is going to vary from person to person. Don't compare yourself. But you have to believe that with enough time and effort, you will learn anything. And skills have utility, you know. And knowledge is power. Like Jim Quick says, knowledge is power if you use it. All right, step number 4 to identifying and visualizing the lifestyle you want. 4, seek happiness. Seek not happiness, but seek fulfillment. All right? I said that wrong at first, so I'm going to say it again. Seek not happiness, but fulfillment. If you seek happiness in the world, and you pursue happiness, well, happiness is an emotion, and therefore it's ephemeral. Instead, seek fulfillment. Fulfillment is the honest pursuit of, again, what Tom Bilyeu calls an honorable goal. An honorable goal is something that serves the community and other people. Believe it or not, that's going to help you enjoy your life. So there's a neuroscientist and a researcher named Lisa Feldman Barrett. I fumbled it, so I'll say it again. Lisa Feldman Barrett. And she wrote a book called How Emotions Are Made. Now, over the last week, her name has come up twice to me, so I am going to read that book. There's a reason why I'm bringing her up, because it'll be important later. But step number 4 is seek not happiness, but fulfillment. Step number 5, focus on what you want. Avoid focusing on what you don't want. So if you want something, state it. I want to sleep all night. I want to lose weight. The opposite of that would be to say, I don't want to wake up on that. I don't want to wake up tonight. See the difference? The difference between I want to sleep all night versus I don't want to wake up tonight. Your brain has a reticular activation system, and it's going to notice and help you achieve the things you focus on. That's not manifesting. Manifesting is something more formal these days. This is all about what your brain focuses on. And remember, your brain solves problems. So it's going to be working on figuring out how to make you successful in sleeping all night, or it's going to figure out how to make you successful in waking up during the night. Even if you say, I don't want to, your brain is going to focus on that. Okay, so focus on what you want, avoid focusing on what you don't want. Now, dream and visualize. Step number 6 is to dream and visualize yourself and your ideal lifestyle, the life you want to live. Dream without judgment about how you want to live. Dream, looking at my notes, dream without worrying about how you're going to accomplish it. Don't worry how you're going to accomplish it. Don't think about whether it's realistic dream or not, or that's a pipe dream. If you want it, it's part of your ideal lifestyle. Don't worry about how you're going to pull it off. That step comes later in the course. But you'll never pull it off if you eliminate it now while you're visualizing, while you're dreaming. Visualize yourself. Now, when you dream and visualize yourself living that lifestyle or having that thing you want. I want an Airstream, for example. And so I will visualize myself having the Airstream, going on trips, the maintenance, how much it's going to cost, things like that. I visualize myself using it. And again, this is not about manifesting. This is about visualizing yourself using it. And when you visualize yourself living your lifestyle, pay close attention to how you feel. If having an Airstream and going on trips with it and stuff, if it makes you feel calm, if you notice that you feel happy or excited, these are indication that it goes into your ideal lifestyle. But if you feel anxious or angry or jealous or bad emotions, what we call negative emotions, that's an indication that it doesn't belong there. The one emotion I don't want you to pay attention to at all is if you notice you feel fear. That's not an indication that it's wrong for you. It's also not an indication that it's right for you. Fear is a whole different thing. We'll get into it later into the course. So don't pay attention to fear as far as, I'm not saying don't pay attention to fear. I'm saying don't consider it when you're choosing your ideal lifestyle. That's all. For now, trust me on this. I'll walk you through all of this. I told you about earlier, I mentioned Lisa Feldman Barrett in her book, How Emotions Are Made. I had jumped the gun earlier in the list. I meant to mention her here. She has come to my attention twice this week. One, when I was meditating I use the app Calm, and there's a guy I listen to that I like, a guide. His name is Jeff Warren, Daily Trip, and I like it. Every morning when I first get up, I'll listen to the Daily Trip. Anyway, he mentioned her and what she calls an emotional budget. And the other place I heard her name was where Tom Bilyeu put out a video just yesterday, and it's a great video. And I'm scrolling through YouTube because I want to get the name exactly right. Here it is. Tom Bilyeu, Impact Theory. He put out a video titled Design Your Life, Achieve Your Goals, and Make Progress in Your Life. Anybody's going to teach you how to do that? Tom will teach you how to do that. It's similar to this video, but it's not the same, right? So look for that video. It's a great video. And he mentions Lisa Feldman Barrett. You see, your subconscious, going back to my notes here, see, these are my notes. Your subconscious talks to you. Remember, I don't know who said this. I think it's anonymous. Well, it's got to be anonymous. But the quote is, we don't have a soul. We are a soul. We have a body. We have a mind, temporarily. And that's the way it goes. And you can equate your soul with your subconscious. It's something fundamental. It's something under your brain, under all three of your brains, right? It is who you are. And your subconscious speaks to you, but not in words, because it's below words. And your subconscious speaks to you in feelings. But your subconscious doesn't know the difference between whether you're actually living something or just daydreaming about it. I like the word daydreaming. You should do that. And when you're daydreaming your ideal lifestyle, notice the feelings. Your subconscious is talking to you through feelings. All right. And step number 7 is remember your goals serve you, not the other way around. So here's your life, and here's your goals. Your goals are not your life. Your goals are simply a way to get you from where you are now to where you want to go. A goal gets you there. A goal is a plan. Well, it's not a plan, but a goal is an objective that will help you live your ideal lifestyle. All right, now I'm going to go over these rules again real fast. These steps. 1, take ownership of your life. 2, practice self-awareness. 3, get a growth mindset. 4, seek happiness, not fulfillment. Sounded like Jordan Peterson there for a second. 5, focus on what you want. Avoid focusing on what you don't want. 6, dream and visualize and pay attention to how you feel about that. All right, here's your homework. For the next 7 days, download a PDF. I'll put the link down below, but download the PDF. It's a set of questions. Answer all these questions every day. Take 5 or 10 minutes. Don't get lost in thought about it. Just read the question, answer it. Do that. Do every question every day for the next 7 days. What we want is to look at the trends. On day number 7, you're going to go back and say, oh, I put that on day 1, but not on day 2. Because as you do it every day, you're going to be revising and tweaking, and it's going to get more and more aligned with the reality of who, what, when, where, how, and why you are. And so you want the trends, okay? And that's how you accomplish step 1. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me to create the content for this course, to create this course. I believe in this course. This course is going to help people. People don't have clarity. I read the other day that 80% of people don't have 5-year goals. And, you have to know where you're going. You can't dwell in the future to the detriment of now. It's all about enjoying life, right? You can't haunt the past to the detriment of now. You just have to remember the past and learn from it. But the point is enjoying your life along the way. And I think people need to learn these lessons. This is wisdom that is as ancient as life itself. I'm just presenting it in my own unique way. And that's part of my ideal lifestyle. So as you come along with me while I create this content, I'd appreciate any comments you want to make. Even if it's, hey dude, your shirt's ugly, or clean your freaking kitchen. Anything you have to say, I'll read, because you might spark something that's going to help somebody else down the road. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And Facebook just isn't working. So I'll just put a link to this YouTube video on the Facebook page. Creative Mindset is the group. And the PDF is going to be available for download on creativemindset.org, and or you can email me at info@creativemindset.org, spelled just like it's spelled on the channel. Okay? Peace, everyone. I wish you the best.